So last lesson we learned about finding the area of rectangular prisms. Today we're going to look at finding the area of triangular prisms. So we're going to take one of our rectangular prisms that we had, and just as a review is to remember that like a rectangular prism has two rectangles for each side, two congruent rectangles on each side. So there's two blue rectangles on this prism, there's two red rectangles on this prism, and there's two green rectangles on this prism. All right? So when we calculate the area of this prism, we have two in the formula represents the number of rectangles that we have that are blue, let's say, and we have 2 times 5 times 9. So that's this blue rectangle is a total of 90 square meters. Then we have 2 times 7 times 5. 7 is the green one at the top. 7 by 5. So there's two green triangles, or rectangles, sorry, for 70 square meters. And then along the side, the red ones are two rectangles. By each rectangle is 7 by 9 meters, all right, for a total of 126 meters squared. If we add it all up, we get 286 meters squared. All right, so now how do we figure out the triangle thing, a triangular prism? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to orbit up a little bit, move this over, and I'm going to redraw my green rectangle, all right, 5 by 7. So I'm just going to grab my square tool, my rectangle tool, and right here I'm going to draw a rectangle, and it doesn't matter what size I draw it right now. After I finish drawing it, I'm just going to go 5, 7, indicating it's going to be 5 by 7. All right, so it's exactly the same size as this rectangle is right now. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pencil tool and I'm just going to draw a line from one corner to the next. All right? Then I'll take my eraser tool and I'm going to erase my other lines right here. And now I have a triangle instead of a rectangle. All right? I've basically taken half of my rectangle away and I'm left with a triangle. So what I'm going to do now is I'll pull this up. All right? And I'll pull it up. Doesn't matter how high I pull it up right now because I'm just going to type in 9 and hit enter. And now I have a triangular prism that is exactly 1/2 of my rectangular prism. So if I color code this, let's see what we do here. I won't worry about color coding it. You can color code it the same. But for future, if I calculate the area of this triangular prism, basically it is exactly half of the area of this rectangular prism. So I can calculate the same, for each triangle, and then I'll just divide it by 2. All right? And so what that does is I have 286 meters squared now for the rectangular prism. Dividing that in half, I go 286. All right. Then I'm going to go divided by 2, and that equals half of 286 is 143. 143 meters squared is the area of my triangular prism. All right? So what I'm going to get you to do with this particular assignment is using um, the same file that you did with the activity 4.3. What I want you to do is I want you to draw over. Let's just see this over here, where you were drawing your buildings and calculating the area of 3 of your rectangular prisms. I'd like you to include some triangular prisms in there now, and also calculate and show the area of 3 of your triangular prisms. And you can calculate the area on your Google Sketchup, just like I did over here. All right? Or you can put your area in a Word document and hand both the Word document in as well as your Google Sketchup activity. Or you hand in your Google Sketchup activity and write all the formulas, all the areas on a piece of paper showing all your work. And you can hand that in to me. So your assignment for this is to calculate, draw 3 triangular prisms in amidst your buildings and calculate the area of those 3. You can draw more triangular prisms, but I want the area calculated for 3 of them. All right? That's your assignment.